Let's go next to Jimmy from Rochester, New York. Jimmy from Rochester, welcome to the David Pakman Show. What's on your mind today?
Hi, David.
Hi.
So I got a tough one for you today, actually.
Okay.
Um, when it comes to, well, first of all, do we have a number for the percentage of Palestinians that support Hamas?
I
And
mentioned this earlier in the show. The last polls I've seen say it's 50-50. I'm sure everyone will take some issue and say some of that 50 only supports Hamas insofar as they're providing stuff that people need, or some of the 50 is like scared into saying they sort like the numbers I've seen show it's about 50-50, and how we interpret that could be done a million different ways.
sure.
Yeah.
So at what point, and maybe the point is never, but at
Mhm.
what point can you blame an electorate for the people that they elect?
So this
Like
is
on
really
some
tough because let
level,
me tell you why
I,
this is tough, Jimmy. Let me tell you why this is really tough because I know where you're going. Here's why it's tough. The last election in Gaza was in 2005 or 2006. Okay. It's been like 17 or 18 years.
sure.
And even at the time, I actually don't have the numbers in front of me. It was either the smallest majority. Let me see. Results of last Gaza election of Hamas. It was either by a slim majority or only by a plurality that Hamas even won. And it was 16 or 17 years ago. And so I know what you're saying. Like, listen, the Gazans elected Hamas, so at some point they're responsible. They did it so long ago and by the slimmest of majorities or even a plurality. So I just don't know how relevant that is in figuring out what should be done.
Sure. So, but even if it was the case,
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that ethically speaking, that would give Israel permission to do something more forcefully?
In other
To
words, you're allowed to kill a Gazan because they voted for
I
Hamas.
definitely don't want to. I definitely would not say that. But
Okay, I
but
wouldn't either.
but there are people that are saying like to protect Israel at this point, basically they need to take Gaza entirely.
Mm,
And like I'm not in support of that.
right.
But if it came out that some crazy high percentage, like this is more of an ethical question philosophically than what to do in this current circumstance.
Yeah.
But I mean it could be true, and we could find out at some later time that in fact some crazy high percentage support support this,
Yeah.
support the attack.
I think that regardless, it would be extremely difficult to make any definitive assessments about what it means that people support it. So I don't even want to go down. I think this is a dangerous road to go down. I don't think it's a useful one. I understand the question. I just don't. It just seems like a bad idea, not a fruitful one. And at best, you would be dealing with incomplete or difficult to interpret information.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All right, Jimmy from Rochester, great to hear from you. Great to hear from everybody. We will go to a break and we will speak to people again next week.